Oh my goodness. Welcome to the CFS Medical Equipment World and Healthcare Get the Scoop, the podcast where we break down durable medical equipment, patient care, and real world solutions for caregivers, families, and healthcare professionals. I am your host, Tara Slaughter, your certified DME specialist. And Silas is not here today, but he's listening in. And we have Miss Wonderful Jodi, who's here today with us. I'm so excited to have her. And so, first, as always, you guys, I always give this disclaimer. The information shared in this podcast is educational and informational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional regarding any medical decisions or concerns. Neither the host nor guest assume liability for actions taken based on content discussed in this episode and any other episode. Okay, so we're just gonna jump in today. We have the wonderful Miss Jodi Bloom, and Miss Bloom. I always tell
Miss
people,
Jodi Bloom.
Bellam? Is it Bellam? Okay, girl. Because look,
I should change my name.
You should. Hey, you know what? I thought that kind of sounds good on you.
Yeah, really.
Oh my gosh. Well, welcome, because I know your schedule is tight and busy. So first of all, I want to thank you for taking the time out today to join us. You are a busy lady holding down, 2 businesses and all this good stuff. And so I am just totally excited. And so first of all, I'm just going to read a quick bio about Jodi here today, you guys. So today we have the guest Jodi Bellam, as I mentioned. She's from West Georgia. She's been in the business for 16 years. She has a home health agency, a home care business, and she also is the creator and founder of the Blue Hug. Oh my gosh. So in this product, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, like this is a product that we have got to have her on to talk about this so that people can know that it's out there. One of the things I know, being a caregiver myself and just having, family members who have went through a journey of needing caregiving, it is definitely something we need. It's needed. I feel like it's needed. And so, Jodi, I just want to thank you for being open-minded and even creating something that's the Blue Hug. It's amazing.
Well, thank you so much for asking me to be on. I really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I can do to get the word out that this garment is out there and available and it's changing lives every day.
Man, it is, and that's the thing too. Like, anytime, like, I love these podcasts because we interview people, and I tell you, I learn something new every single day. The community that we build with, connecting and networking and being able to interview and talk to people all over the world, you
That's
know.
what I like about this business is
Mhm.
I swear it seems like everybody in this business that I meet are just angels on earth, because they are in, this is the kind of business that people are in because they want to help. They're
Yes.
just like wired that way, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, and with caregiving and taking care of someone, whether it's a resident or your loved one, it is so, to me, I think it's a service. It's
Yep.
you're giving back, but it has to be a passion for you too, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's just my opinion about it, because it's not for everybody.
Nope.
It's
Not
not.
everybody's a caregiver. And, there's givers and there's takers,
Yes.
and they're both good, but
Mhm.
not everybody is just a giving person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So wow. So Jodi, what inspired you to create the Blue Hug?
Well, okay, so I have a home care agency. I live in Atlanta and I've
Mhm.
had it for 16 years. So
Mhm.
I want to say, one of the first agencies that I can remember even being in my area. There were a couple of other ones, but it was at the beginning of this kind of booming.
Mhm.
And just over all the years and talking to all the families and all of the clients that I've had and hearing the caregivers and their needs, this needed to be invented.
Yeah.
Somebody, and I actually looked, obviously,
Mhm.
diligently looked online and, other places and asked people in this business that I know. So obviously I know tons of people in this business. There's nothing. Now there are some other garments out there now. Since I created mine,
Mhm.
I found 2 other ones, but they're not like the Blue Hug. They're just a thin kind of silky fabric. It's just to cover. It's not like the
Mm.
Blue Hug. The Blue Hug is It's thick. It's made out of neoprene. It's foamy. It fills up with water like a sponge.
Oh.
So when the caregiver puts the garment on their resident, they just fill it up with water. Like they just soak it. And then they can turn the water off and it stays warm because that's how a wetsuit works. So that's the difference between mine and the other ones.
Oh, so it's like a
But it's just a very good tool, and it was really, really needed. And I honestly foresee it being a household item eventually.
All right. So it's a little
Like everybody's got a walker. Everybody
right.
will have a blue hug.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna try to make that happen because I think when I saw it and what it does, I was like sold. Like this is crazy. I need this at CFS, right? To be able to
Right.
provide to the residents and customers and patients and stuff because I just think that it's a true need because at the end of the day, like it seems like, when people get older, people tend to think that they don't want their dignity anymore.
I
And that's
know, and I don't
not
know.
true.
It's so weird to me that it has become like this, but I think it's just because there's not been another choice.
Mm-hmm.
There has not been another option. When
Mm-hmm.
you have to take a shower, you got to take your clothes off and get in the shower and do it. And I promise you, people hate it. Even if they do it, they hate it. It's embarrassing every single time.
It is.
And I've talked to people before who have said, "Oh, I don't care. I lost my dignity a long time ago." They actually don't care. And that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But most people I talk to, they would love to have an option.
Yeah, and you know what? Especially patients who may have some memory, cognitive
Oh, yeah.
issues going on there. Just want to be like, I'm not gonna take my clothes off, but they don't want to take showers, for that reason.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, half the time they don't remember who their caregiver is.
yeah.
Plus, I
Yeah.
mean, that is like the most vulnerable position you could
Yeah.
possibly put somebody in. And listen, the thing about this is too, kids can use these garments.
Yeah.
I have a little tiny extra small size that would fit a 10-year-old.
Wow.
Because I mean, think about those kids
Yeah.
who are sickly and maybe they are going through chemo and they just don't have the strength and their mom has to help them and they get to be 14, 15 years old and they don't want to get naked in front of their mom
Oh my God, that is
or random caregivers,
that is
you
so
know?
that you know what that is so true because when you and people don't realize that until so it's not for seniors. So that you guys out there just know this is just not for seniors. This is for
Right.
anyone who's in a vulnerable position that may need some assistance when it comes to showering or bathing and things of that nature. So just know that, okay? And so I guess my next question is, so what has the feedback been for families and seniors and all that when using the Blue Hug?
I mean, that's what I was saying. It's
Mhm.
changing lives because the final straw that got me to actually really delving into this and getting
Mhm.
started and actually designing it was I had a phone call with this man
Mhm.
and he called me to get some care for his mom. Well, I have a minimum hours, everybody does, but
Uh-huh.
then during the conversation, he said, "What I actually need is just somebody to bathe her." So the first thing I always do is I look to see if they can qualify for home health.
Mhm.
If they're fall risk, if they've lost weight,
Right.
anything that could qualify them for home health. And she did not.
Mhm.
So then I told him about the blue hug. Well, no, I didn't tell him about the blue hug. He's the reason why I invented the blue hug. He's the
Mhm.
reason why I started looking into it. And I told him, I said, let me do some research and see if I can find a tool for you or something that will help you. And there just wasn't anything. So that's what, and this was like the umpteenth person that had told me this story. And he didn't have
Wow.
the money to pay us to come over there and bathe her.
Wow. So basically he was taking care of his mother.
Yeah.
He's the one who had to bathe her. He couldn't really afford to be able to pay someone to come out, and she didn't qualify for home health services. So what do? You have him
Right.
stuck trying to bathe his mom, and then let's just see that is definitely
So
something.
this is an option, a one-time purchase that alleviates that problem forever.
Exactly. Because when you think about it, your mom doesn't want you looking at her, or your father, or your auntie,
No,
your uncle. They don't want that.
no, they want to keep people need to keep their parental child relationship. I mean,
Exactly.
people who actually get into taking care of their parents
Hmm.
full time, their relationship changes completely.
Yeah.
And then they'll call us and they'll be like, I just want to be the daughter again. I just want to come over and visit and hug her and hang out with her. I don't want to have to take care of her. So that's why they hire home care agencies, because then they can get that normal relationship back.
Exactly. And then of
So
course that blue hug is going to help
yeah,
them as long as the caregiver too, because I'm sure too, even though when you're a caregiver, you don't mind, those are things that you do, right? But even some caregivers are not comfortable giving
right,
a bath or a shower without their clothes on. Like that's
right.
it's just a dignity thing for everybody. I know for me, like I'm from Alabama. Okay. And so I was raised to keep covered. Like,
Yeah,
to keep covered, right?
definitely.
And so it's just a thing where it's just a natural thing. Like even I remember when I first came to California and I was with some ladies and they were out, they had their bathing suits on. And I mean, they were just showing and I had my little wrap around and they were talking
Cover up.
wrap around on at the beach.
Yeah,
I said,
I
well,
know.
I'm used to that. That's what I
Right,
I was just well, to each his own, but that's how I was raised and I was just comfortable wrapping up,
right. Me
right?
too. I'm the
So
same way.
yeah, so sometimes, it just happens that way. And so how
Yeah.
has this been received with home health aid, like for, assisted livings and facilities and senior care homes? How has it been receptive? Has it been receptive to them or how has that been going?
Well, surprisingly, no.
Wow.
What I've found out is that the people who work and take care of the clients
Hmm.
want this,
Right.
and they do share it with their families.
Hmm.
I just knew in my heart at the beginning when I started promoting this and marketing this, that because we have some very expensive assisted livings in Atlanta, you can imagine.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 8, 10, $12,000 a month,
Hmm.
huge ones. I thought for sure those people, because of that clientele
Hmm.
and that kind of resident that is going to move into that, who
Hmm.
comes from a lot of money, they
Right.
would absolutely want to offer this as a move-in gift,
Yeah.
or just some like perk of being there because it's like a
Mhm.
luxury item. I mean, of
Yeah.
course, anybody can take a shower and not have this. This is a
Right.
luxury item.
Hmm.
It is for somebody who, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but loves their mom and daddy enough
Hmm.
that they're going to buy this for them,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
And so, but the assisted livings, the management companies, they won't buy these for their residents. So the families do, but I just thought for sure that the assisted livings would offer these. And I've gone through the like nursing and rehabs, won't
Hmm.
work with them. Home care agencies, they share it with their families. They share the information with their families and tell them about it so that they
Hmm.
can purchase them.
Right.
Hospice and home health, they share the information, but like no company buys them and offers them.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
know, which I was surprised at that.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting you say that too, because like for us with medical equipment, right? So we specialize in a lot of innovative products. So even though we offer like, regular hospital beds and your basic walkers and things like that, we are involved. We do specialize in innovative
Mm-hmm.
home care beds that do a little bit of everything that kind of help the caregiver and the patient with comfort, dignity, and everything, but they're premium and they're luxury,
Right.
right? So we have different levels, but we offer that. Now we have some facilities that would call and say, hey, can you come? We have a patient as a fall risk. Can you talk to the family? And the family would purchase a bed that's going to help alleviate their loved one from falling out of the bed because they go low enough to do so, right? And they go high enough that the caregiver isn't bent over. And the caregivers, when let me tell you, when we bring
Oh,
these
I know.
beds in, the caregivers are like, oh my gosh, my patient gets that. That's how they're
Oh,
acting,
that's so
right?
nice.
But the facility has to facilitate that, right? They have to understand like innovative products is where it is, right? So not that the other products they're okay, and you get what you have, what you get deal, what you can get, right? But when
Sure.
we have families like, no, I want that for my loved one. Oh, I want them, with dignity. I want it to look, and it doesn't look aesthetic, so it looks like it belongs in the home, and yes, they're beautiful.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
yes. And so we have families who they like, oh nope, I want that. They'll even if
Right.
there's other things out there that's a little bit where you still can accomplish the same goals, but it doesn't look as home, for
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I don't want that. I want one that looks like, yeah.
being in a room with
Mhm.
a hospital bed is
Yeah,
depressing. And if
it
you've got
is.
a pretty bed, that's cool.
Right. Yeah. So if you can
Yeah.
pick beds, oh my God, these beds are beautiful. You can pick your what the woodwork you want on the, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's out there. But my point to that is that you have some facilities, they're like, oh yes, we'll, tell this to our clientele, and then some of them are like, no, they are like they don't even know it exists. It's just amazing to me. And so
It
I
is.
families because we do get families that ask, and as you know, because you would know this too, they'll ask like, what kind of facility do you think, I went to this facility, what do you think about them? They ask us questions, and so I tell them like, oh, that one, nah, maybe they're not as innovative.
Right.
Or
See,
oh,
and this is what's crazy to me about these communities. Do they not think we talk to each other about the way
everybody,
that they run things?
it's a small community, Jody.
No, I know. It's
It
crazy.
is. It is. It's like, so I tell them it's like, no, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're not as probably as nothing innovative as the other one. You might want to
Yeah,
check that one out, So
right.
yeah, and so we try not to do that because I don't like to be, do all that. But I do tell if they ask me, I'll tell them, you
Well,
know.
sure, I do too. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I would advise them to like really do that. And I think too, it just kind of, it opens up more, residents for you to want to come there if they feel comfortable and at home. And that you're
exactly.
going to offer things that's going to help their loved one,
Right.
and so
I
it's
know.
just,
I don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand it. But
I
it's
know.
all about money, girl.
I,
Trust me.
yeah, it's unfortunate. It's totally unfortunate, but hey, yeah. Well, thanks for sharing. So you know what, Jodi, so I tell you what, I know you have to go. So tell us about how much the blood cut costs. How can they find this wonderful product and all that good stuff? Do you sell it and where you sell it at? Can they go
Okay.
directly and all those good things?
Okay. So you just have to go to my website, and it's thebluehug.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a size chart that you need to pay attention to,
Okay.
because the garments are made to be bigger. So if you wear a lady's medium,
Mm-hmm.
that you don't order a medium.
Okay.
Okay. So make sure you pay attention to the size chart.
Okay.
And it tells you to measure your biggest part. So if your
Mm-hmm.
booty's the biggest part, or your bust, or your waist, or whatever, because
Mm-hmm.
it's a straight
Right.
garment.
Uh-huh.
So then you just go on there and order it, and I'll mail it to you. And they're $149, and I mail them out the day they're ordered. So you get them really, really fast within 3 or 4 days.
All right. Did you guys hear that out there? You can get that. It doesn't take 2 weeks. You can go to Jody's website.
Right.
Well, let me ask you this question because I know this is probably some. Is it on Amazon?
It is on Amazon,
Okay.
and I do have it on Prime.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to go order it there, they can too.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, so it's on Amazon, you guys, and then you can also go directly to Jody's website. I don't know if like for us, I always tell people when you're ordering these type of products and you want, like you talk about measurements, right? It's so
Mm-hmm.
important and so critical. So
Oh, yeah.
would you say that it's best to like, even though you can go on Amazon, because I'm sure the chart is on there, but if they go on your website and they need to talk to someone just to kind of ask some questions about the sizing, how do they do that as far as, I don't know if they could do that on Amazon or they would need to go to your website directly if they had more questions about wanting to speak to someone about the details of the sizing.
Well, they can just email me,
Oh, okay, awesome.
and it's Jodi, Jodi,
Okay.
at thebluehug.com.
Okay. Did you guys hear that? Repeat that again, Miss Jodi.
So it's Jodi, Jodi,
Mm-hmm.
at thebluehug.com.
Awesome, awesome. And is
Yeah,
there
and I check my emails like 50 times a day, so
a
I'll get back with them.
Okay, awesome. So you can reach Jodi. And so Jodi, can you give them your website, your handles? I don't know if you have the Instagram and all that good stuff, the social media platforms where they can go on there and check you out also.
Yeah, my Instagram is called the Blue Hug Lady.
A blue hug lady. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm on Facebook, and under Jodi Bellam, and I have a Blue Hug Facebook page too, but the Jodi Bellam one is more used. And then I'm on LinkedIn as well.
Oh, awesome.
So
Awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Miss Jodi, I'm going to have it on our website. at cfsmedicalequipment.com. We'll be able to have a link on there, you guys. So if you guys want to go directly, you can click that back link, click the link, and it'll take you straight to Jodi's website. And so you can order it also. And Jodi, I just want to thank you for what you're doing. I love it. I
Thank you,
think that
girl.
I love finding out about new products. So when we find
Yeah,
out about new products, we try to interview the founder and put it on so that it gives people resources and
right.
information. I believe that that is a great thing. So what we've done is we've created what we call the healthcare community. So
That's good.
yeah, so like we just don't sell products. We do consultations and we, put people together to try to make sure that their experience is better in in this healthcare journey. Literally.
That's good because they need all the help they can get. You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly,
It's
exactly.
hard. It's
It,
tough.
it is I think it's the hardest position
It
that you
is.
have.
It
Yeah.
is.
You don't know until you do it.
Right.
Yeah. So,
We just got to pray for them.
oh, you got to pray for them. And that's it. Pray for all of us, right? Yeah. So it's a process. So, Jodi, thank you. Do you have any last words that you want to say today?
I'm good. And I just appreciate you. And I'm so glad I got to meet you.
Yes, me too. Me too. Me too. So, all right, out there, you guys, as you know, you've heard it here today on the medical equipment world and healthcare. Get the scoop. And this episode is going to drop. So, you guys will be able to listen in and then go on the website of Jodi and or cfsmedicalequipment.com. Check it out, purchase it, get this for your loved one. And, Christmas is around the corner, you guys. This would be a great gift to get your loved one and, and just have it here. Hey, and you facilities out there. I think this will be a great tool to add to your welcome package would be great, And
Mhm.
even if it was a gift card that you got that they could go on there and purchase it after they do the sizing or whatever, but there's all kind of ways around that where you can do this. But I think this is a great tool. This is a great adaptive product to give to your loved one or to a resident. So, all right. So you heard it here again. The medical equipment world and healthcare get the scoop. And you can reach us at www.cfsmedicalequipment.com or call 310-817-5373. We ship all over the United States and we do consultations all over the United States too virtually. So, all right. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey.